need a couple of things. We need these, this, need a chair. Right. Let's go. These are the various journals that I've been writing in for the last 16 years. These are the pocket notebooks that I've been carrying in my back pocket for the last 2 years. This is the one that I'm currently using with the Lamy Safari. This is my grandfather's camera. It was made in 1966, Canon FTQL, quick load. And finally, this is a helmet that a buddy of mine gave me with some custom stuff. Why have I shown you these objects? Well, I want to have a chat with you, so get a cup of coffee, pretend that we're at a coffee shop drinking some coffee together, and I want to teach you some lessons that I have learned from these objects in the last couple of months and years. To make my first point, let me use this journal. This was my previous one. I finished this one on the 25th of October 2025. On this day, I wrote a little letter to my boys, hoping that one day they'll find it. My boys, Dad loves you. I'm so proud of you. You're going to be such strong men. If you are a journaler or you write on a regular basis, you will know the value that I speak of. These journals are more than just mementos. They are my thinking apparatus. If I can get myself to slow down just enough to actually put pen to paper and put down my thoughts, I guaranteed walk away with something that I didn't know. This world is so noisy, and we really need tools to shut out the noise and just to get back to true focus. And that's what these journals have done for me over the last 16 years. Another thing that these journals have taught me is that, or actually what they do for me is they are almost self-appreciation devices. It's not romantic in the moment when you write in these. It's not special or interesting, but going back and reading some of the notes that I took in this journal over the last couple of years, I can see that I've come a long way. And that's something not everybody will tell you these days. Getting someone to tell you, hey, you're doing a good job and you're actually smashing it, it's really tough these days. If you need some appreciation or just some signal that you're doing okay in life, this will do it for you. These journals do that for me. I go back to the ones I wrote in 10 years ago and I realize, man, 30-year-old Kobus is so much better and more mature than 20-year-old Kobus. And I can see the things that I've grown on. I can see the things that I have improved on. And that means so much. And those are just my actual journals. I don't journal in my small pocket notebooks. These are more for everyday use. I used to love the moleskin ones. I would love to get the field notes, but they're not available where I am. I've used the others, Leuchtturm or something like that. These are just some that a friend gave me. And these are my on-the-go thinking tools. On the go, remembering stuff. If you're anything like me, you are forgetful, and if I do not write something down, I will forget it. These bring some order into my life. Not only that, but I can jot down just quick emotions that I feel. It's a tool for getting back into the motion and in the motion of who I. It's a tool for getting back to being grounded in the present. Feeling so excited about the new channel. I love to dream. I love to have a mission. I hate just sustaining things. This venture creates the opportunity for adventure. And that's what I've been craving for. That sounds simple, but I didn't realize this about myself. I will go on to write that I really hate sitting still. I realized something about myself, that I hate passivity. I hate sustaining things. I love creating new things. I love getting things off the ground. And just carrying a notebook and just taking 10 seconds to write that sentence out gave me some clarity as to the future of my mission. Next, my grandfather's camera. This camera has taught me so much. It is teaching me patience. It's teaching me diligence. It's teaching me to dot my I's and cross my T's. It's slowing me down tremendously. You cannot rush this process. This camera, it has an internal light meter which is broken. It's broken because I don't have a battery, and you can get these batteries for crazy expensive, and they only last 3 months then. So I was just, no, I'm not going to do it. I use an external light meter, but I take the meter and then I set the settings, and then you take the photo, then you have to wait to get the photo done, then you have to develop the photo, then you have to scan the photo and edit the photo, and then you can appreciate it and print it out, put it in an album. And it's such a long process, and I love it. I love slowing down. I love having something in my life that just forces me to just slow down, focus on one single thing, and just enjoy the moment. Not only that, but the scarcity and the price of a film photo makes you choose what you shoot. You actually decide, wow, I really like this, I'm going to take a picture of it. And it costs you, for me, I live in South Africa, it costs me about 13 Rand every time I press the shutter. That's a lot. And that forces me to say, oh, this is nice, but this is not worth capturing that photo. I love this camera. Then there's the nostalgic part of it. I mean, this is my grandfather's camera. When I look through the glass, I'm looking through the same object that he looked through, the same glass that he looked through. I've got a mount for my digital camera that I can use this lens, and it just gives you a totally other feel. And I just love this camera, and I love how it's slowing my life down and making me remember moments. That, and I mean, it just sounds awesome. Listen to this. Oh. Gotta love it. Gotta love analog technology. No batteries. Gotta love it. Next is a weird one. It's this helmet, and it's dingy. It's busted, you might say. But I kind of love this helmet. I use it regularly. I've got this one. I've got the other one. I used the other one this morning. But I do love this helmet for a couple of reasons. First of all, my friend gave it. I just love friendship. If you don't have good friends out there, go and search for a friend. Ask for a good friend. They change your life. Having friends who know what you value, first of all, is incredible. Having friends who know what you love and what you don't love, that is amazing. Second of all, the DIY nature of this motorcycle helmet, I just love. If you watched the previous video, you'll know that I do my own motorcycle maintenance, and I'm busy with that book, by the way, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Great read so far. But anyway, just the ability to fix things yourself is a lost art. And we need it back. We truly need it back. And this helmet reminds me of that if you don't have a solution to a problem that you're having, make one. Just make a solution. Get things done. I had another thought that I can share out of my notebook. Just a second. Here it is. I struggle to get going today. It feels like everything that I want to do costs money. That's a real thought that I had the other day. A moment of frustration that I said, let's just capture this moment. I wrote it down on my notebook right there. Right there. And that's something that I think many people struggle with. It's like, I don't want to get going because it costs me something. How much do you think it costs to bend this little piece of metal, screw it onto this helmet with a screwdriver? How much do you think that cost? I don't think it costs that much. I'm pretty sure I can find a piece of metal in my toolbox and just get that whacked out right away. Reminds me of a thought in Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Riding. He complains about, not complains, he tells a story about his friend John, who they come out of a bar on a motorcycle trip. They've just had a couple of beers. They get to the bikes and he starts kick-starting his, what was it, BMW R60. Tries to kick-start it. The writer of the book comes out and he says he smells fuel. He tells John, hey, I smell fuel, thinking that's enough to let this guy know, hey, your engine is flooded, stop doing that, you need to do something. And then he proposes that, hey, let's quickly just check everything, make sure that your engine is fine, and then we can try again. And this friend John just said, no, you don't touch the engine of a motorcycle. I'm paraphrasing. You don't touch the internals. You don't do that. That's for the mechanics. They've got the job and stuff. And he continues to say that the same friend John, in that moment, he realizes that that this friend in his house, he also has a tap that is leaking. And he asked him once, why is your tap leaking? And he says, I changed the washers, but it didn't work. And now it just drips. And there's this mentality of, no, we can't do things ourselves. And I think that's true of life. In this life, everything is instant and done for you. You want to get something done, you call somebody. You want to build something, you commission it. You want to buy something, somebody else brings it to you. We've lost the ability to fix things and do things for ourselves. Not only that, but we're living with this AI revolution at the moment where artificial intelligence is doing a lot of the jobs that humans are doing, but not as creatively or as human as we can do it. We need to do this ourselves. So that's what this helmet reminds me of, is do things yourself. You don't need the best, you just need something that works. And this works really well. I enjoy this helmet. And then the last thing about this helmet that I really love is the fact that I use it often to get solitude. And I think that's also something that we don't have anymore. It's just solitude, and I almost want to say meditation. This is my meditation, by the way. When I put this on, when I get on my bike, when I go out to a quiet road, there really isn't much you can do except ride the motorcycle. Now, I'm not saying that you should go get a motorcycle, although I am saying that. But for me, that's what it is. It's a singular task that demands all my attention. I cannot do anything else while riding this motorcycle. I cannot be on my phone. I cannot answer emails. I cannot overthink. I need to focus on keeping it on the road. And that's a type of freedom that you can't get with many other things than motorcycle riding. Riding a car is not the same. You need the isolation that this helmet gives you. Now, I challenge you to find whatever works for you, whatever that is, whatever takes your attention to a singular point and keeps it there and focuses you. It can be journaling, sure, it can be anything, but it needs to be something that truly forces your attention, forces solitude, forces thinking. There are thoughts that I have with this on my head that I do not have in any other context than when I have this on my head. There's a natural white noise when you put on a helmet and the wind is going past. There's a natural blocking out of everything else. You've just got the engine rumble and the wind noise, and it's just incredible. I cannot describe it.